Hello, everyone. It's your boy Adrian here. In whatever way you can, let's make sure that we're supporting USARK. They're fighting to keep our reptile keeping rights. It's getting really crazy out here with all the laws passing and white lists being approved. Make sure that you're becoming a USARK member if you can, and if not, support USARK awareness on your platforms. Thank you, and we're stronger together, guys. West Coast, man, you know where it's at. Best place to relax and kick back. Underneath the palm trees, talk about reptiles and spit facts. From BP to GTP, emeralds to Ackies, the city by the sea where we rock the crease khakis. I don't need no AI intro because I've been at the style. Come kick it on the West Coast and talk about reptiles. Reptiles. Talk about reptiles. Style. Come kick it on the West Coast and talk about reptiles. Yo, what up, everyone? Welcome to West Coast Wednesdays. It's your boy Adrian. We're here with episode 6. I got my man KG filling in for Juan tonight. Juan couldn't make it, so thank you so much for KG popping in here last minute, man. We're going to do a deep dive discussion on some ball pythons. This is a reptile podcast from a new keeper's perspective. So if you guys want to learn with me on the way, listen to some trustworthy advice, being transparent from a new keeper's perspective. You found the right podcast. Comment, rate, and subscribe. I apologize for the technical difficulties tonight, guys, but just sit back and turn on the audio, and we're going to have a high-level talk. So I'm going to bring KG to the stage.
What it do?
Hey, what it do, KG? How's it going tonight, man?
Man, that's good. Where you at? Your screen black.
Well, I could see it on my end, so we're good.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know who can see or not. I only see myself. What's popping, dog?
Okay, I can try to
add
myself.
Dog. What up, everybody? Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
You in there? Like swimwear.
All right, you can see me now?
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
It's a little laggy, but you in there.
How's it been, KG? How's your season going so far?
Man, it's all right. It started off pretty fast. Now it's, slowing down a little bit. It won't pick up again probably till, I say, late July, maybe early August.
Right.
Yeah, we probably, what are we, 23 clutches in?
Nice. That's just this season so far?
Yeah, 23 clutches since January.
Nice, man. You have any clutches in the incubator right now?
Yeah, I think, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in incubator right now.
Nice. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
What's your most anticipated clutch right now in that incubator?
Right now, probably trying to make some super bomb clowns.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing that.
That's what I'm looking. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to. That's the highlight of my. I mean, yeah, I hit a sunset clown combo, I hit a PG clown combo, but that's the one I'm most excited about. So I got 2 shots at that, 12 eggs total. So.
Yeah, I had that thumbnail posted with the sunset that you hit on there, I think.
Yeah.
what was that sunset all about? What were the jeans in it?
Uh, I'm sitting in the shed now. I don't know. I put two males in there. So the first male was a fire spot nose double head sunset clown, and then the second male, the last lock at around 30 millimeters, was a special. It was a special spot nose clown had sunset.
Yeah, I think you might have hit
So spot
special
nose
in
was
that.
in both of them. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that
it was pretty
fire
crazy.
spot nose double head that you had. Those are really nice.
Yeah,
I think I might have had a sibling that you
yeah,
hooked me up with the fire
yeah.
spot nose double head clown pied,
No, was it? Yeah, yeah. It was
but I don't
probably
I don't think it
for the
proved out for
offspring.
sunset for you or something. Like you
Nah,
should have
it
tested it.
didn't. Yeah, I said tested it. I was trying to make triple heads. I didn't get lucky. I did everything but the triple. A whole bunch of doubles. It's either head set or a head clown, but I didn't get all three in one.
Okay, for sure.
The odds gods were not blessing me.
For sure, man. Yeah, those that like I said, man, that sunset was looking fire. I think it had special in there. It's
Yeah,
looked
I put
nice and
it
red.
on the net to get other people's opinion, but it's so hard to when you're hatching stuff that's never been hatched. You got nothing to compare it to.
Yeah,
So it's pretty difficult trying to figure it out. But thank God they got special and fire and spot nose testing. So I'll the next couple weeks.
for sure. Well, KG, bro, I don't know if you're ready, man. Let's just get right into it, bro.
Let's do it.
Lace and these other shed tests, you know, um, have you tested anything for lace yet?
I have not. I got probably 5 or 6 that I need to send in. I'm waiting on a good shed. I did save a couple sheds, but I don't know how long those are good for and store them right. So I don't even want to, waste my time.
Yeah,
So I'm
for
waiting
sure.
on, on some good sheds now. I mean, that was a year and a half ago, waiting on lace. And
Yeah,
I'm like, shit, they're probably never going to release that. Now
for
they
sure.
finally got it.
Yeah, I was
So,
surprised. I'm
yeah.
sure a lot of people were surprised with the lace test, man, to
Oh,
say
yeah.
the least.
Not just surprised that they released it, but surprised that a lot of stuff ain't proven out, man.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate for some people, man. So I feel for you guys. And I had a single gene lace that I had tested by Charlie,
Mm-hmm.
but I had it tested for het clown, and I'm wondering if like he used that single gene lace for, you know,
To help map his
to
base
yeah
stuff.
to help map his genetics.
Yeah, I was asking Charlie, but he was saying he doesn't even like to try to map a new gene unless he has a super form.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, he's like, I could, put against all the other stuff that he has and, try to single out a gene, but he's like, with the super form, he can be, 100%. That's it.
Yeah, I think I had some siblings that I got from you. They were the, you know, black pastel lace, and then the hurricane black pewter
Yeah,
possible lace.
those are some of the ones that I need to get tested. The actual parents, the sire and the dam to the clutch that you got.
So you still have those parents?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
For
got.
some reason, I
I
thought you
don't have
sold the
the. I don't
sire
have
or
the.
something.
Yeah, I don't have the sire. I do have the dam. I don't have the sire.
Yeah.
The original sire. Yeah, that one. I'm kind of mad. I let that go.
So
It was a
which one
double
had
head.
lace?
The sire is the one I think had it. It was a
Okay.
pewter uh, double head. No, it was a black pewter hurricane heck clown that we bought. Shit. 2019, early 2020.
Did that have
It was one of the
chocolate in it
first
too?
ones. No, no, the chocolate our chocolate, our brand of chocolate came from, older snake. It was hatched in 1998.
Okay.
Yeah, that girl just gave me 10 more eggs this year. That's another snake that I need to get tested too. I haven't tested it. I know it makes them a bunch of weird stuff, and it's one of those snakes. Being that it's so old, I didn't think nothing of it. But other people, when I was hatching it, kept asking me, "Is that chocolate?" And I'm like, I don't know if it's chocolate. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's definitely something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I was thinking, like when I got that black pastel that was for sure lace, that you were IDing as lace. I was thinking I'll test that one first before
Yeah.
testing the possible lace if I ever got around to it. Because I remember when you were showing the hatchlings, and you're like, "All right, here's this black pastel, and then look at here's this one with the lace."
Right. Yeah.
And it's like you could see the difference like night and day. So I think we're pretty sure that that one has lace and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see, man. It's cool. But yeah, man. Do you have any other animals that have lace, like besides that sire?
No, only have one that I bought from Cap City. It's a yellow belly, spot-nose yellow belly, lace clown.
All
I need
right.
to test that one too.
And that's a male.
That's a male. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Have you gotten any
breeding.
clutches from it?
I got one clutch coming right now from him.
All right. Cool. Cool.
And
Looking
when
forward to
I
see
heard
that.
that the lace test was coming out, I backed off. I had him, ready to pair to probably 2 or 3 other girls, but I was like, nah, you know what? I better wait.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to pop on the Instagram real quick. All right, we can see right here. I'm gonna go full screen with the share screen and just go over like my recent clutch experience.
Snake that just hatched.
So,
Yeah, that one
yeah,
sucks.
so this, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not able to blow it up, but
I thought for sure at least those two
you can see
outside eggs were gonna be good.
we've been rocking, bro. There's KG, myself, and MJ. We always take a nice group photo at the shows, man. The heavy hitters. But there is the clutch that crashed. So
Yeah, when you first
yeah,
showed me that, I thought for sure those two on the outside were gonna be good.
yeah. So the one on the top with the X was this baby right here, and so
What was the pairing on that?
it was a GHI black. No, no, I'm sorry. It was GHI het hypo to blackhead het hypo. So
So it looked like
I
you hit
think
a GHI blackhead hypo right there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Really disappointing, man. I was really looking forward to that pairing. I really like the blackhead stuff. So I'll have to try to repeat it. This October is when the female kind of went for me, like around October. So it's coming up. Hopefully
Yeah,
she'll be ready.
That's
Yeah.
definitely a hypo, just based off the color.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was going to be a nice silvery one, man. And so this clutch, I'll just go over this experience really quick. I haven't, I've finally got some closure on it. I've seen it all the way through. I was mentioning bits and pieces here and there, but I had the clutch and I put it in the incubator uh, back over here a ways. I got my first clutch right here. So this is how I set up. So I had it set up like this. I had it suspended over water with the press and seal and no air holes. And also my rack that the egg box is sitting on is glass. So what
Is that
someone
a old
told
wine
me,
cooler?
yeah, it's a wine cooler.
Okay.
Yeah. So what someone told me is that maybe that the glass heated up
Got
and
too hot.
helped evaporate that moisture faster than a wire rack.
Yeah.
Maybe
No
wire racks are the
circulation
better
there.
way to go. So
Makes sense.
the evaporation just was almost instantaneous and it was dripping on the eggs immediately. There was no way for the air to exchange or circulation, ventilation. I think
Right.
what you want high humidity, but you want good ventilation at the same time. Stagnant air and high humidity is not good. So it was just like evaporating on the eggs the whole time, and people were telling me, don't mess with it, don't touch it, don't touch it, just leave it in there, don't touch it, don't look at it. And I think that's the worst advice you could give someone. Honestly, I wish I looked at it sooner. So I was just looking at it from the outside, like this angle, like where you see right
So
here.
what day did you catch it?
About like day 40, probably. Day like, yeah, it was like 38 or 40. Because the whole time it looked like this. All I see is a pearly white egg from the outside. I'm like, oh, look at, they're doing great. Cool.
Yeah.
And then
It
I
doesn't look
peeked
like
in
you
there
had a
kind
lot
of,
of condensation in there
but
from
yeah,
that.
then I peeked in there and I saw my egg in the middle was like black. And I'm just like, oh my God, dude. So I open it and that's what I saw. And then, so day 40 comes around. I open it and this is what I see right here. That's what I see. That day I called you. So I could see that this one's rotting right here and molding. And and yeah, at that point it was too late. I think they all died already at this point. So I cut I cut that moldy egg open just to see what was going on, and it looked like it died almost immediately. It didn't really develop, but it was fertile. There was an embryo, there was blood, but it just suffocated so quick because of the condensation, you know. And you could see
Yeah.
the press and seal was sagging, so in the middle it was just dripping on the eggs the whole time, and the eggs on the outside were a little more protected, but still all the moisture just killed them. So I cut that egg open and it just looked like a hard-boiled egg inside. And then I waited a little longer, had some more hope for that other middle egg, and then about 5 days later, probably, I cut it open, and there was like a little tiny undeveloped baby. So it developed at some point, and then it it died as
Crashed
well.
out. That's another
And
thing
then
I've been trying to figure out. Like, how does it, some of these eggs go bad, but the other ones don't, that are in the same clutch, same
yeah,
box, same incubator, same everything. It's weird.
yeah, I still don't have much experience. This is just my
And
perspective
when you
as an
handle
innkeeper's
these,
perspective.
all the veins were good on all the
Oh
eggs,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I marked all
Yeah,
the
that's what
veins. I
I'm
marked
saying.
the embryos with the lines.
Yeah, I can't understand that.
The X was where the position that they were laid, like that was the top position where they were laid, and then
Hmm.
the line was where the embryo was that I saw. So I probably
Oh,
had
gotcha.
better chance maternal incubating than whatever I did. I just straight killed them. Yeah, bro.
No, I don't think you killed them.
Nah, I do for
Shit.
sure. Because
Yeah,
they
you
developed.
never
They
know.
like 3 out of the 4 eggs
People say that.
developed, and then yeah.
People say
Sorry, go
that,
ahead.
the condensation and the water kills eggs, but I don't believe that. I've hatched eggs that were sitting on water the whole time. I didn't know it. I didn't do it on purpose, but when they started pipping and
Yeah,
I went to cut them, I was like, oh shit, I had the water too high.
it
The
just
bottom of the egg was brown, but they hatched out no
yeah.
problem.
I just think things need to breathe. Like the eggs need to breathe, man. Like they need circulation.
Well, they definitely breathing in the wild. That's for sure. Not
Yeah,
airtight in the
exactly, man.
wild.
Yeah, it's not in a press and seal box in the wild, like sitting over water
Nah,
and shit.
no, it's not.
You know,
It's not airtight
it's
for sure.
so I
It's
cut
just
the other two eggs open, and they were like developed snakes. Not nearly as developed as this one that went almost the distance. They were like white, pale little worms, like pink worms.
mm,
And then finally, at day 55, I just cut this one on Keystream, Hair Down Fridays. Just cut it. And I could already tell it was dead. People are saying, oh, it still might have a chance. So I left in the incubator for a couple more days. And
yeah.
I just, chalked it up. It was starting to smell more. So I just took it out, and it was this beautiful GHI blackhead
Yeah,
hypo. Exactly what I wanted, man. And super bummer. So anyway, yeah, next time I'm gonna incubate, I'll probably use like vermiculite or perlite.
You have a thermometer inside the incubator.
Yeah, I use a thermometer and obviously I have a Helix thermostat, and an extra humidity gauge and thermometer. And
How
it
hot
was
was
just
it? How hot
it
were you
was
running the
sitting.
incubator?
My thermostat was set to 88, and my the thermometer was reading 87.5. So
Mm,
since I bumped it up a degree to 89 on the thermostat,
yeah.
and I'm gonna see what the thermometer's reading. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. I still have leopard geckos; they're hatching out fine. But
In the same incubator.
yeah, in the same incubator. Yeah,
How many days do those go?
it's kind of weird. They go for quite a while. They're about 60 days right now.
And at the same temp, at 89 degrees.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just running everything the same. Yeah, I would
Right.
that maybe even longer, don't quote me on that, but like at least 60 to 7, maybe 70 plus days.
Mm.
I haven't really tracked them that I only hatched one so far, but the other eggs are doing good. They go to distance, and um, that's another picture I have here with some right here's my leopard gecko eggs. So just got this kind of makeshift setup that I had with the leopard geckos, but
Do they double clutch?
definitely
Do they have multiple eggs?
she
Like at
was
different
laying
times?
about a clutch a month. So yeah, she'll lay
Damn.
2 eggs every month or so.
Really?
Kind of slow. They might slow down sometimes.
And how many times, or do those cohabitate, or you just put a male in and then take him out?
Yeah, I just cohab them. I have a 1.1. Yeah,
They don't
I
fight.
have.
They don't.
This
None
is
of that.
actually the baby I hatched out. He's doing great. He's doing good.
Oh, damn. What
It's,
morph is that? That thing's crazy looking.
yeah, the male was a emerine, which is like an emerald tangerine mix from Sykes,
Mm-hmm.
geckos, etc., and bred to I think a hypo female. So it's going to be interesting
Is
to see. Like
hypo-recessive in lizards, or it's not?
I'm not 100% sure about the gecko morphs. I'm
Right.
still learning a lot. So I'll have a gecko person on maybe on the next episode. That'll be a good episode. Thanks, KG. And
Crazy.
yeah, I'm gonna grow this one out so I'll see what the siblings could have potential to look like, and go from there. It's that beautiful snake I got from you not too long ago. She's getting big.
That's crazy.
She's getting big. She's kind of going off food right now.
That's what
But
the sire looked like.
yeah,
Almost a
yeah, I
carbon
remember that
copy.
sire.
Yeah.
I think she looks even better, honestly. She has a cool head stamp,
She
eye
got
stripes. And yeah, I had another female
Is that
that
the snake, the GHI next to it? That's
no,
the one
this is
that
a
laid
grow
the.
up I got from King Family Pythons. That's a different
Okay.
animal. Yeah, I'll scroll down and see if we can. This is one that leopard gecko hatched right there. So
That's
they gain more
crazy. That thing
color
don't even
as they
look like
start to
it
go
could
through.
fit in that egg.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Yeah.
That black
I'll have to see.
chondro.
Oh,
Is
here
that
she
is
is.
that a real thing?
What was that?
That all black chondro. Is that a real snake? That black?
I'm not seeing.
No, it was up. It was going the other way.
I had like a
Keep
black and white one. This
right
black and
there.
white one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just black and white. Like a
The
black and white
photos are
picture.
black and white.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was
Yeah,
about
it's
to
the
say
same
that
snake
thing
as right here.
crazy.
That's a big Biak female that I have paired up. She's they've been locking. This
What
is
was that black and white speckled snake? That one on your arm right there. Go one up.
it's a diamond python.
Oh, diamond. Are those
Yeah,
arboreal
it's a
too?
yeah. They're kind of they're a type of carpet python, so they can go. They could go arboreal, or I think what the proper term is, they're semi-fossorial.
Hmm.
So I'll jump off the shared screen for a minute, bro. All right. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna change up my egg box. I'm gonna use air holes going forward, and I'm gonna just lose the press and seal for now.
You
I
gonna put them
think
over? You gonna put them on substrate?
I might. Yeah, I do like water. I do like straight water.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I've.
Yeah, I've
I'm
tried
a fan of.
every method.
Yeah, I'm a fan of vermiculite too. I really like vermiculite. I've used it for chameleon eggs. Had no
Yeah.
problems. Uh,
You put them straight on the vermiculite?
I put the chameleon egg straight on the vermiculite. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah, um,
That's what I'm doing right now. Straight on the vermiculite. Eggs.
yeah. I think that's how Justin does it. Um,
Yeah, I've
yeah,
done it
I'm gonna
all.
use air holes. I think I'm just gonna lose the press and
But
seal.
Justin never takes his press seal off.
Yeah,
He only
I,
takes it off when they dip. He cuts and then he puts it back on.
yeah. I'm just not that good
Crazy.
yet, man. I'm not that good yet.
I take the
Some
press and seal
people.
off 2 weeks before they hatch.
Yeah, mine were already. They were done by then. So, you
Yeah.
know. Some people say they like go every few days and like lift up the press and seal. Then it's like, why lift up why even have press and seal if you're gonna go lift it up? Like,
Yeah, to
it
get the air
just,
in there.
I don't know, man. Yeah, so definitely watch out for the lack of ventilation and too high humidity. Maybe if you use vermiculite, you use the perfect mixture. I think it's 1 part vermiculite to 1 part water. Then you might not have as much condensation. But
Do the squeeze method.
yeah,
So fill it all, make your light up, and then in your hand squeeze all the water out. Squeeze it as hard as you can, and then put
for
that
sure.
in another tub.
For sure, KG. So how you been, man? You been vending any shows since the Reptile Breeder Show?
Yeah, we did a couple shows. The last one we did was Cow Palace, San Francisco, a couple weeks ago.
All right, how was that?
It was cool. The
Just met some
traffic
new people.
wasn't that. It wasn't a lot of traffic. Yeah, some up north people. Matter of fact, one of the people we sold a snake to reached out to me yesterday. They were trying to feed frozen water
Oh, okay.
and forgot to warm up the thawed rat.
Oh shit.
I was like, yeah, he's not gonna strike something cold.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you got to get those pretty warm. How's your chondro doing, man?
Man, it's going through its OCD right now. Crazy.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Yeah, it
Have
seems
you?
like, man, like 2 weeks ago was no green on it. Now it's like, speckles of green everywhere.
For sure, man. Looking forward to see
That
some
thing is an
update pics on that.
asshole. That thing's an asshole, bro.
Yeah,
If I just walk by the enclosure, striking.
for sure. Yeah, I had a female that I got that was like that big Biak
A
girl that
big,
I'm pairing up, and now she's calmed down for sure. Like over time, they just start to calm down. I had an emerald
but
that
you
was really
handle yours,
snappy.
man. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I
I
don't
don't
really
have the
handle her.
balls to do that. No,
No, but when I
what's
first
the
got
one?
her,
What's the one you handle? Is it a BI?
recently I handled a designer, but
Nah,
I handled the
you got
emeralds.
a big one. Okay, that's
Yeah,
an emerald.
the
Gotcha.
emerald tree boas. Yeah, like I said, I got a male that was really snappy, and he was a wild caught that I just got in January. And
Did he chill out?
yeah, he chilled out big time. Yeah, now I just had him on my arm. When I was cleaning his enclosure, he just kind of climbed on my arm, and he wasn't striking at all. So they definitely get used to you, and they like notice like, okay, like, I know when feeding time's feeding time. I know that this guy's not gonna
Right.
hurt me, and
You're
you
not a
just gotta
threat
kind of
anymore.
be calm, watch your approach with them. Can't come in too quick, and I'll, I'll always use gloves, like some heavy duty leather gloves, just to be safe. Use a snake hook, and I head tap train them. Just kind of nudge
Okay.
them on the head,
Yeah,
or like, you know, like kind of you know, just
that
try
head
to
tap. I
negate
do that
any
with the
strikes.
sticks. Yeah.
Have you gotten any new species since like the chondro?
Mm. Yeah. Jewel assertive lizard, a melanistic one. Got
Oh, dope.
some African millipede that just had some babies. That's pretty cool. Leopard gecko.
For sure.
Got another super dwarf. And what else did I get? I think that's it for now on the different species.
So your incubation stuff, man. When you get the eggs from the female, you candle them, and
Yeah.
you put the embryo on top, and, or you
Well,
just
it
keep them
depends.
how the female laid.
Depends on how when they laid. If I catch them early, like a fresh laid, and I can separate them, pretty easy, then I'll put them on. I'll put the embryos on top. If they're stuck together, I don't fuck with them. I just put them in the box. However, they glued together, that's how they stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to try to pull them apart all the time. Too many times I've torn an egg. Like, that's not worth it. Fuck it, leave them alone. And even if the embryo's on the bottom when I candle, hatch out fine.
Okay. And your egg boxes, I saw you were kind of using Orbeez a little bit.
Yeah, I did Orbeez. The first, I want to say probably the first 5 clutches this year. I put them on Orbeez.
Like
I
you
put them
just put them
straight on
straight on
Orbeez.
Orbeez.
Nah, I had the Orbeez, water, and then some Dragon Hatch trays. And then after I cut them, I put them straight on the Orbeez.
Yeah, yeah, I like that look. I think you had the red, white, and blue. I mean, sorry, red, white, and black.
Yeah, I had the red and black ones. Yeah,
Okay.
it looks sexy. I
Yeah,
just,
look good.
what's funny is I'm sure you could use Orbeez, just like you use Vermiculite. I just didn't trust it for some reason, like to put them straight on that. I know people who do. Yeah, I just haven't done it. I like to use the Orbeez for snakes that have bad shits.
Okay.
I'll make a a tub with Orbeez and water, put a snake in there and put it in an incubator.
Yeah.
You know, leave that night, leave it in there overnight. When I come back in the morning, it's fucking perfect shed. So
Yeah, I definitely took you up on that advice. I would use my incubator as like a shedding, tool. So any snakes that have
for
stuck
sure.
shed, pop them in the
Yeah.
incubator, even for a few hours. So sometimes I feel
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable leaving them in there like all night. So even for a few hours, that shed will definitely start to loosen up. And it comes right
Even if
off.
you
Yeah,
got a
thank you for
snake
that
with
tip.
like a respiratory infection, you can put them in
Yeah.
the incubator overnight. If they got a respiratory infection, I'd leave them in there till they shed.
Okay.
Give them a full shed cycle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might have a couple females that are gonna lay. I think they kind of have that like spine protruding thing when they get like close to laying. Like
Right.
either female do. Do you notice that when your females are close to laying, they kind of have that like diamond shape?
Yeah. I'll get that. The tail suck. They just get fat. The body gets fat.
Yeah. They start to kind of coil up like a little
They
bit.
start moving in some weird positions, like trying to, set themselves up. You can
So
tell when
what
they're
temps
about
are
to
you
go.
incubating at? And the Orbeez, do you have to put water in the Orbeez?
Yeah.
You have to
So
like
the Orbeez
expand them
come
or
like,
something?
yeah, they come tiny as hell.
Oh, okay.
You put them in water, they expand. Probably takes a couple hours.
Yeah, and then you
Now,
take the water
initially,
out.
I thought Orbeez filled with water. That was what I thought. And then I figured out the Orbeez is almost like a little gel. Those little balls, how they come, they absorb water and make like this little gel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you could
I'm
like reuse
incubating.
the
I
Orbeez, or
got,
you just throw them. You either just throw them
yeah,
away,
yeah. You can wash them
or
off and reuse.
you could like wash them off.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
I mean, they're so cheap, you almost don't even need to.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
One bag of Orbeez is probably $6, and it'll last you.
Yeah.
You can get a lot out of it, so it doesn't. It's pointless to use.
What
But you
temps are you
could.
incubating at?
One incubator is at 90, the other one's at 89.
Okay.
I found that the ones that I put in the 90 degrees, and it'll fluctuate, but it'll go as high as 91.
Yeah.
Those I usually get a higher female count.
Okay.
So depending on the clutch, if I want a male in that pairing, then I'll incubate it a little cooler. If I want females, I put it in the hot one.
Yeah, I can see why people they want males. I used to thought like, oh, you just want females, but it's like you really want that male to replace,
Man,
because you could grow that up
bro,
faster and start breeding up that male faster than.
for sure. I always preach that your best snake should be a male.
Yeah.
Hands
Do you
down.
notice that like you don't get as many males as you wanted, or like you don't, the one that you hit is a female?
Always. Well, I can't say always. I got lucky. The stranger DG clown is a male,
Nice.
and I wanted a male. The sunset clown is a female, of course. I hit two DG ultra males, both of them females. I wanted a male.
Wow.
So yeah, usually 9 times out of 10, when you want that banger male, it's going to be a female for sure.
Yeah. Do you still have that
Cool
stranger calico?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is that thing for sale, or you're holding on to it?
No. I was gonna sell the special stranger calico, double head monsoon pied female, but nobody was talking right. It was just getting low ball off. So I was like, fuck it, I'll keep it.
Yeah.
It's worth more to me than it is to sell it.
For sure, man. And do you cut at first pip? Are you using press and seal?
Yeah, I'll press and seal up until about, I'd say between 10 to 14 days before the the hatch date, I'll take it off.
And no air holes in the egg box?
There is some. I haven't drilled holes in there, but there is some ventilation. Some gaps where the air can flow through. It's not a lot, but it's cool.
All right.
I've been using same boxes that I think it's a 6-quart box. I've been using those for since I started, so I'm not gonna switch it up. It's been working.
And you cut at first pip, or you cut at day 57 or something, or?
Right. So
What?
I cut after at least 2 of them. Then I'll cut unless I get to day 57.
Okay.
If I get to 57 and nobody's pip, I'm still cutting. All getting cut.
Yeah.
They should have already pipped. The average pip in the incubator that's at 91, 90, 91, those usually pip around 52. Day 52. And then the ones that are at 89 usually go around 56, 57 days.
Yeah. Are you getting into any new recessive projects, or you picked up any new ones, like aside from Sunset?
No, I've been steering away from, getting any recessives. Matter of fact, I'm debating getting rid of all of my Exantic stuff, the whole Exantic project.
Interesting. I like Exantic a lot right now.
I do like Exantic. I just don't have the rack space. I'm more into my DG Ultra project.
Okay.
So I'm going to need a lot of rack space for that. So something's got to go. Everything else I'm keeping, the hypo stuff. I'm going to probably get rid of the puzzle project too. I got some combo hypo puzzles that should be hatching in the next month.
Yeah.
So after that, I'm going to get rid of all the puzzle stuff too.
Like a simple combo that I saw that I really liked recently was, I believe, Black Pastel and GHI. I'm pretty sure, or it might have been Red Stripe. Might have been Red Stripe GHI, but I'm pretty sure it was something like that. I saw a nice one. It was just like a simple.
Crazy. Had a pairing clutch last week, and it was the first 2 locks was a Pastel Monsoon had DG, and it was bred to a Pastel DG. That's it. So first 2 locks was that, and then the last lock was what was the last lock? No, I'm sorry. The first 2 locks last year, the girl didn't go. She was bred to a Calico Stranger Monsoon. And then this year, she locked twice to a Pastel Monsoon had DG. And I cut those eggs last week. The first egg I cut was a hypo GHI.
Wow.
I was like, where the fuck did that come from?
Man, interesting.
And then she had, let me see, 8 eggs. Out of the 8, I hit 5 GHIs. 3 of them were hypo GHIs.
Nice, dude.
So I have. So the only thing I can think is the Pastel Monsoon. That's all washed out. Got to have GHI in it. Now, what I did find out.
Yeah.
So that means that
Monsoon, man.
That snake got to be double head DG hypo. And it also means that the DG girl that I bred to is head hypo.
Yeah.
So I hit 3 visual hypos, which is.
Yeah.
I was dumbfounded. What the hell?
Yeah, man.
That would make no sense.
It almost makes you want to test all your snakes with like a panel test just to see like.
That's number 1 priority right now. I want to shed test all of the babies and both sires and the dam.
Just from that.
Well, now I know that she's because it's funny. After this, I was going to sell it.
Yeah.
She's just a Pastel D. I don't really need her anymore. She's obsolete. But now that I know she's at hypo too, I'm like, she's sticking around.
Yeah. And she's throwing some hypos. She's throwing a bunch of hypos out.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think maybe one of them might be hypo DG. I can't tell.
Yeah, man, for sure, KG. So, so you're, you know, going through your collection, man, and looking to upgrade things. And how's Morph Market doing? Are you posting anything on Morph Market?
Yeah, we got probably, I think, 10 or 12 snakes up right now. We just auctioned off, I want to say 8 snakes over the weekend, the holiday weekend. Shipped out 5 snakes today. Probably going to post, I got to get rid of about 50 breeder females. So I'm going to go through the rack and mark those tubs and sell those. I got a lot of stuff that we held back over the last year and a half.
Yeah.
They need to be upgraded to bigger tubs. So, and I'm not buying another rack. I'm maxed out.
Man.
This is it.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, man. That space, you really need that space once those females all get up to size, man. It's like, woo. Want to make them nice and comfortable somewhere.
Yes, I got to get the rack space. Got to get rid of
notice
it. And I like my holdback. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. You were saying what? When you hold them, what?
When I bump them up from like a V35S or whatever, like a Freedom Breeder 35S, like a, the short, 35S series. You familiar with those tubs? They're kind of like
the vivarium ones. The vivarium ones. Yeah.
They fit with the FB5s or the FB10s. I think they're the FB35. I have Freedom Breeder ones. FB35S.
Oh, 35s. That's I think it's a shorter, but it's a wider tub, right?
Yeah, they're short, so they fit with the FB5s, but they're like as wide as a 35. I don't know exactly.
Right.
But
yeah,
they fit perfect. And like when I bump them up from that size, sometimes they'll go off food. And it just gets frustrating sometimes. But one of them, I had a snake that was on like a 3-month plus hunger strike, and it was a female. And finally, man, it just got like something. It flipped a switch, bro, and it smashed two rats. And then
did you pair it or it just started eating on its own?
No, it was like 800. It's like about 700, 800 grams. And
right.
I just left it in the same exact tub, just same old. I'm like, all right, you're gonna eat when you're ready. Like, you don't look like you're losing too much weight. Whenever you're ready, you're gonna eat. So, boom, something like it was a while. It was like 4 months, and she finally came back on food, and now she's slamming food again. I had another male that I was pairing up that went off food, and now he's slamming food again. And so everything's eaten, man. Sometimes there's those times where you go through those drought periods where snakes won't eat for months on end. And it's no better feeling than when they finally go back on food.
Oh, man, we had a female that I think she didn't eat for, I want to say 19, 20 months, almost 2 years. I thought she was going to die.
Yeah.
She was going to die. Yeah. She gave us a clutch in that time. We bought her. She was only 2,500 grams. I had to feed her for 3 months. She never ate. I locked her one time, and I thought, okay, that'll trigger her. She'll start eating. She didn't eat for another 2 months. And I opened the tub. She was on 7 eggs. All of them good. So I said, okay, well, now she's laid bags. She'll start eating again. She didn't eat for a whole nother year. I mean, she scribbled up probably from 2,500 grams, probably to 700 grams. You could see her rib cage. She was skinny.
Yeah.
I was assist feeding. She kept regurging. She wouldn't hold down no food. And then all of a sudden, boom, she turned on.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the live chats, bro. Appreciate all you guys. I just barely noticed the live chats, man. Appreciate all you guys for tapping in. And
Saw a picture of one where the pattern looked like
oh,
a cave pattern. Cave pattern.
yeah, that's probably
It
that
was sick.
hurricane.
Oh,
The
okay.
one that's behind me, maybe.
What up, Josh? Spicy. What's good?
Yeah, man. Yeah, big KG. So, what other what's your favorite like genes that you're working with right now, man? Besides bomb gene, besides LC, something you know that we all
I'm
have
a
that we're
stay.
working
I
with.
gotta stay. I gotta stay monsoon.
Not a recessive, a codon.
No, definitely not a recessive. And I like what it does in the
No. I mean, like,
non-super
what is
form.
your favorite incomplete dominant?
Monsoon. It's not a recessive.
Oh, oh man. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I
It's
feel you,
definitely not a
monsoon,
recessive.
bro.
200%. Now, outside of that, okay, I would probably say incomplete dominant, my favorite gene, hurricane. I like hurricane.
Hurricane, yeah, for sure. Hurricane's hot right now.
Hurricane is dope. I like what it does. And Stranger, those two are probably my two favorite incomplete dominants.
Go ahead and show they want to see the hurricane girl again. That's the this is the girl that's in the background. Got from KG Bomb Projects. It's a black
Big as
pewter
hell now.
hurricane, possible lace, het clown.
And I think that one's also that chocolate.
You think that this black pewter has chocolate?
Or the version that we got.
Yeah.
That I'm calling chocolate. I don't know what it is. I haven't tested it, but it's definitely a darkening
But
more.
you were saying that chocolate wasn't in the pairing.
In that snake?
Yeah, that's what I asked you earlier. I was like, was chocolate in the pairing?
Was it? Oh, so you didn't get one of those because it looks just like that, but it's darker, actually. The one that I'm thinking of. I can't remember. What was
so which animal had chocolate
yours?
that you're talking about? Like you're,
It's our oldest snake.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that one. But did that produce something, or did you breed that hurricane pewter to that?
I bred the hurricane. No, I bred the dad, the visual clown. So the snake that's behind you, we produced the visual clown version of that, and I bred that to it, and produced the one that I thought that you got.
Oh,
but you got one.
I don't think that's.
Class.
Is that from that pairing?
Yeah.
Is this?
No, it's a separate pairing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because this one was in the hurricane. Well, I don't know. It was. I know.
I got to go back and look at the record. Yeah, I don't think that the one that you got was bred to a clown. The one that I'm talking about was not.
Okay. Yeah, man. Monsoon. It's cool. It's different, bro. For sure, man. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it, dude. Like, I shout out to those people who work with it.
That's why I say I like one copy of it, because a lot of people don't like Monsoon because it's so dominating.
Yeah.
Like you can't see nothing else, right? So they're like, I don't like that. But one copy of Monsoon does some amazing stuff.
Hell yeah, man. Um, yeah, we're rolling through. Get some. So, how many locks are you getting, man? When you're pairing up snakes, KG, and
I don't do
you know
more than 3 locks.
more
I
than
like to
three?
do 2 locks. No, I don't like to
Oh,
do more than 3. I usually it's 2 locks. I'm done. So I'll ultrasound and lock a girl between 10 and 15 millimeters,
okay,
and
yeah,
then
that's right. You're ultrasounding.
yeah, and then next lock is high 20s. After that, I'm done.
All right.
Usually, I don't unless it's a pairing like I want to make sure for sure. Then I might lock it one more time. But
Yeah,
usually, it's just two locks, and I'm out.
yeah, for sure.
If you don't have an ultrasound, I always tell people just put a male in every time the female sheds.
All right.
You'll never miss an ovulation. You'll
Yeah,
never miss, like, that snake's going to go every year.
for sure, man. And you're still using the tub liners, the paper substrate.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are working out. Yeah.
The Reptisorbs. It's a
Okay.
lot more work, but it keeps me on my toes. When we had cocoa and everything,
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
smell the shit. The whole room
Mm,
smells like cocoa. So you
yeah.
open the tub and, the snake's usually sitting on the shit back. So you look at it, it looks
Yeah.
clean. You change the water and you close it. Now it forces you to stay on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to my next clutches, bro. You know, even just getting that far with that clutch, just really like just to see an animal like you know that had potential. It's like, all right, man, I could do this. Like, just keeps
Yeah,
you
that was
grinding, looking
crazy.
forward to that
You
next
hit,
clutch, bro.
especially when you hit the snake that you wanted. I mean, it sucks that it didn't survive, but
Yeah. Yeah.
we've done that a bunch of times. It happens to
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, and that was a head-to-head
Yeah,
pairing too. So that's awesome. I think they proved out. I mean, it looks like they proved out. I mean, they're
right.
they're both
Both
100%
sides.
head. So I mean,
That's what I was telling somebody. That fucking Sunset Clown was double head to double head.
yeah.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared to pair them.
No, man, for real.
You got to shoot your shot.
Yeah,
Even
man.
the combo stranger clown that we produced. That was a visual clown to head. I mean, it was a visual clown head DV bred to a double head.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was to hit that snake. I want to say it was 1 in 32. So definitely try shit.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Don't feel like you gotta have a visual.
No, for sure, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going, man. Looking forward to the future clutches and
How
just
big is
go
that
from
girl
there, man.
now?
Keep
The
learning.
hurricane girl.
Oh, I just weighed her. I think she's about 800 grams.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, she got some good size on
she's low key. She's a little off food right now because, like I said, I had her in the V35 or the FB35, and then I
her.
upgraded her recently. I upgraded her, and I think she ate. Now she went off. I almost want to put her back in, like
Put her in a
you know,
smaller tub again.
yeah. When they get so big though, and you have them in that short tub, they go where the water bowl is, and they just like inflate themselves, and then you can't like pull the tub
You can't. Oh, right. Yeah.
because they like flex their muscles so they like stay right there.
All my holdbacks now, as soon as they're first shed, I'll feed them until so the hatchling shed. Once they shed, get them on food. And that first shed after they started on food, I move them out of the little FB5 right into the 40 tub.
Really?
So, oh, yeah, but I can get them big quick.
Yeah.
If they'll eat in the 40 tub without a hide, oh man, they get big fast. I got one snake breeding now that hatched July 1st last year. So less than a year. a male. He's over 1,000 grams.
Nice, man. Yeah. Yeah, there's tricks to the trade, bro, for sure, man. It's like
get them in the big tub so they can stretch out. They'll get big fast.
I know, man. That's what I wanted to do with that female, and now she's kind of going off food on me. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Put her ass back. Shit. Yeah. You want her tight? Put her ass back in there.
Yeah, might. And then what was the trick when they shed? Then you switch them.
So you cut the egg, and then
no. On an older snake, on a like.
Yeah. So females, if you don't have an ultrasound, right? Whatever female you want to pair, every time she sheds, put the male in the day after she sheds. Don't feed her.
Yeah.
So,
but I heard a trick
in like, blue today. She sheds tonight. You wake up tomorrow. She shed. Put the male in.
Yeah. But I think I heard a tip where if you wait till the snake sheds and then you upgrade it to the new tub right after it sheds or something.
Oh yeah, that's if you want to move them up to another tub. Yeah. That works too. That's
so maybe I'll put her back.
Get my small snakes in a big tub.
Yeah, maybe I'll put her back until she sheds. Try to keep feeding her, and then bump her up after she sheds again. Go from there.
So the trick is, you know how they go in blue, right? When they're deep in blue.
Yeah.
Then move them to the big tub.
Yeah, there you go. That's the trick. All right, guys.
Don't wait till after she sheds.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, now she can still see her surroundings. While she's deep in blue, put her in the big tub. Let her shed and then feed her immediately.
All right. All right, KG. That was a great tip, man. You have anything else? Any announcements you want to make, bro? Or,
Nah, man. Just thanks to everybody that tapped in. Appreciate
any experiences you want to share. Like recently, we're always learning, man.
Yeah. What's the latest trick? I don't really have one. That I think of. Just get your whatever your holdback is, try to get it in the biggest tub you can as soon as possible.
All right.
That's the tip. And pound them with food.
All right, man.
Keep them used to eating.
For sure, KG. Feel free to hang out backstage and we could chop it up. And everyone, I really appreciate you joining West Coast Wednesdays, episode 6, man, with your boy KG and Adrian over here on the West Coast, dropping some ball python conversation, man. Everyone, please go subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate your time. Run this quick intro and we'll be out.
West Coast, man, you know where it's at. Best place to relax and kick back underneath the palm trees. Talk about reptiles and spit facts. From BP to GTP, emeralds to Ackies, the city by the sea where we rock the crease khakis. I don't need no AI intro because I've been at the style. Come kick it on the West Coast and talk about reptiles. Talk about reptiles. Come kick it on the West Coast and talk about reptiles.